The Psychology of Success, 5 Secret Habits of the Golden Age Scholars. What if I told you that the greatest productivity system in human history was created over 1,000 years ago? No apps, no motivational speakers, no morning routines from Silicon Valley. Just scholars, men and women who built hospitals, invented sciences, preserved knowledge, mapped the stars, and changed the world while living simple lives with simple tools. Between the 8th and 13th centuries, the Islamic world produced some of the greatest minds humanity has ever known. Al-Khwarizmi, Ibn Sina, Al-Ghazali, Ibn Al-Haytham, Al-Biruni. They were not just religious scholars, they were scientists, psychologists, doctors, mathematicians, and philosophers. And they had habits, powerful mental habits, habits that shaped their minds, their discipline, and their success. Today we're not just talking about history. We are uncovering the psychology of success through the lives of the Golden Age scholars. 5 secret habits they used to master their time, their focus, and their purpose. And by the end of this video, you will have a blueprint you can apply to your own life. Welcome back to Hidden History of Islam. If you love deep stories about Islamic civilization, wisdom, and inspiration, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community. Now let's begin. Welcome. The first secret habit of the Golden Age scholars was not intelligence. It was not wealth. It was not even talent. It was something deeper, clarity of intention. Every great scholar of Islam began with one psychological foundation, knowing why they were doing what they were doing. Imam Al-Ghazali wrote, "Knowledge without intention is wasted effort." These scholars did not study to become famous. They did not write books to gain followers. They did not research to become rich. Their primary motivation was simple: to seek knowledge for the sake of Allah and to benefit humanity. This gave them something modern people often lack, a sense of meaning. And psychology today confirms this. Modern studies show that people with a strong sense of purpose have more focus, less anxiety, more discipline, greater resilience. Over 900 years ago, Muslim scholars already understood this. Look at Ibn Sina. By the age of 18, he had mastered medicine, philosophy, and logic. How? Because he saw learning as a sacred mission, not just an academic task. This clarity of purpose acted like fuel for their minds. While others got distracted, they stayed focused. While others gave up, they continued. Lesson for you today. Ask yourself, why are you chasing success? Money, fame, social approval, or something deeper? Your psychology changes when your purpose is clear. This was their first secret. 2. Habit 2. Extreme discipline with time. The second habit of the Golden Age scholars was their almost sacred relationship with time. To them, time was more valuable than gold. Imam Hassan al-Basri said, "O son of Adam, you are nothing but a collection of days." Scholars like Imam an-Nawawi, Ibn Taymiyyah, and al-Bukhari were known for incredible discipline. Some of them slept only a few hours, not because they hated rest, but because they respected time. Ibn Al-Haytham, the father of optics, spent decades researching light and vision. He wrote, "If learning exhausts the body, it gives life to the soul." These people didn't find time. They built their lives around knowledge. While others wasted hours in entertainment, they invested hours in growth. Psychological insight. Modern psychology calls this delayed gratification, the ability to sacrifice comfort today for success tomorrow. Exactly what these scholars mastered. Practical takeaway: if they lived today, they would not scroll endlessly on social media. They would guard their time like treasure. Ask yourself tonight, where is your time going? 3. Habit 3. Deep focus and reflection. The third secret habit. They mastered the art of deep focus. Long before the word mindfulness became popular, Muslim scholars practiced something even deeper: tafakkur, deep reflection. Ibn al-Qayyim wrote, "1 hour of deep thinking is better than years of distraction." They did not multitask, they immersed. When Al-Biruni researched astronomy, he would spend entire nights observing the stars. When Imam Bukhari collected hadith, he traveled thousands of miles with laser focus. Their environment was quiet, their minds were calm, their attention was sharp. Psychology connection. Today psychologists warn that constant distraction destroys creativity and intelligence. The Golden Age scholars already knew this. They trained trained their minds to concentrate deeply. Lesson for you. Real success does not come from doing many things. It comes from doing one thing deeply. If you're benefiting from this so far, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Hidden History of Islam. It helps us bring more powerful stories like this to you. 4. Habit 4. Humility and lifelong learning. The fourth habit may surprise you. Despite their genius, they remained humble. Imam Malik, one of the greatest scholars in history, was asked dozens of questions one day. To many of them he replied, "I do not know." Imagine that. A world-famous scholar admitting ignorance, because to them, knowledge was a journey, not a trophy. They never stopped learning. Even at old age, they still studied like beginners. Psychological principle. This is what modern psychology calls a growth mindset. The belief that you can always improve. The scholars lived by this principle centuries ago. Your takeaway: never let small success make you arrogant. Stay a student for life. 5. Habit 5. Spiritual and mental balance. The final secret habit: they balanced mind and soul. They were not just thinkers, they were worshippers. Their day was built around prayer, reflection, service, study. This balance protected them from burnout. While modern people collapse under pressure, these scholars stayed mentally strong for decades because their success was connected to spirituality. Their hearts were as trained as their minds. Deep insight. True productivity is not just about working harder, it is about inner peace, and they mastered that art. Conclusion. So here they are, 5 psychological secrets of the Golden Age scholars. Clarity of purpose, discipline with time, deep focus, lifelong humility, spiritual balance. These habits built a civilization, and they can rebuild your life too. You don't need to be a genius, you just need the right mindset. Strong. If this video inspired you, subscribe to Hidden History of Islam for more deep stories about the wisdom, power, and legacy of Islamic civilization. Share this video with someone who needs motivation today, and in the comments tell me, which of these 5 habits will you start practicing first? Until next time, stay curious, stay disciplined, and keep learning. Assalamu alaikum.